Lawyers, lawyers. This one about lawyers, y'all. Lawyers are quitting their jobs. Man, it seems like everybody quitting, including lawyers. We're going to do a whole lot of different career paths. We're not going to just talk about the basic, normal, the traditional, I should say. We're not going to just talk about the traditional 9 to 5, which is your warehouse jobs, your corporate jobs. I'm not going to leak it right here so somebody can steal my ideas and get to them before me, but we talking about lawyers. We going to talk about judges. We talking about everybody, right? So if y'all see somebody drop a video on judges before me, y'all know they took it from me because I haven't seen nobody talk about judges. But this one right here is about how lawyers are quitting. I mean, I can understand why. Being a lawyer seems overwhelming, especially if you defending a murderer. I know the pay got to be good, but you know they going to jail. You know 9 times out of 10 they probably not beating it. But the pay good, I already know. But we're going to talk about lawyers, man. We're going to let them talk about why they're quitting. I have no idea. I haven't watched these videos yet, so y'all going to watch them with me. We're going to watch them together. I need everybody to thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out for me. And if you're brand new, go ahead and smash the subscribe button so you can join the family and ring the bell so you can be notified exactly when I post. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it.
These are the top 3 reasons I dropped out of law school. I will try to keep this short and to the point, but if you have any other questions, I will be more than happy to answer. Number 1, I was in it for the money. I come from a single parent household, and if you tell me that at the age of 25 I can make over $200,000, I'm in. I quickly found in law school I am just one of those people that cannot be motivated by money. Now, don't get me wrong, money is so important, but it's not what I'm passionate about. When you are sleep deprived, studying business law, the Constitution at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and you are stressed out, I don't care. $200,000 doesn't keep me grounded. I found that I'm a very passion-driven person, and if I am not making an impact onto other people's lives or I'm not passionate about it, it's very hard for me to continue doing whatever that is. Number 2, law school is fundamentally different from who I am. Law school, very rightfully so, teaches you to be a very negative person. It teaches you to look at all the worst case scenarios, all the negative aspects, and just look for the bad in everything. It teaches you to expect the worst. I'm a very positive and optimistic person. I'm always looking for the best case scenario. I'm always looking for the positives in things. I'm always having a really positive outlook. And if you put me into a negative environment like that, of course I'm not going to thrive. And then 3, I didn't have a why. I remember I was preparing for my big law interviews and I would spend hours and hours trying to curate the perfect why I wanted to be a lawyer. If you are spending hours trying to think of your why for something, then you don't want to do it. There were people in my classes that were actively engaged every single class, always asking questions, always going to office hours, always taking notes, and I couldn't care less. Those people wanted to change the laws of our country. They wanted to save animals. They wanted to get people off of death row. And I was only there to make $200,000. If you asked me why do I love creating content or why I created my own pajama wear line, I would talk your head off about it. There's a whole host of other reasons that I dropped out of law school. Couldn't subscribe to the hustle culture, didn't want to look back on my life and say that I wish I would have done something. There are so many lawyers today that will tell you to not go to law school. And for good reason. Most of the lawyers that I know today don't even practice law. I only have 1 year left of law school and I get the question all the time, do I regret going to law school? And the answer is absolutely not. I gained the most priceless thing in the world, which was perspective. So I dropped out. I ended up going to business school and studied entrepreneurship and marketing. And when I graduated, I became a full-time content creator and created my own pajama wear line. So if you follow your passion, the money will always come.
So in my previous video, I said that being a real estate agent is probably the best way to make a lot of money if you have a low IQ. And understandably, that made some people a little angry. The background about me, I used to be a lawyer and then I started selling nutritional supplements. I made a company because I liked doing it. And Stephen had something to say about that. So I want to address it. So Stephen Yang, Real Estate Palm Tree, says, the dude went from a lawyer to selling vitamins. That's a real high IQ career change, laugh. So being a lawyer is pretty tough. You could potentially make tens of millions if you're like a class action lawyer and you're a really good litigator, but I'm just not that person. I have no interest in doing it. So the best potential route for me would be to go to a big law firm and go on partner track. So maybe after like 15 years, I could be a partner and get like profit share in some big law firm. But I mean, Honestly, I'm probably not even qualified to do that. To do that, you have to sacrifice your entire life and you have to be really interested in what you're doing, or you have to be good enough at faking it that you can get away with it for 15 years so that you can get a big payoff. And it's not even that big of a payoff. Like maybe they'll make like $1 million, 1.5 million a year if they're like at the top of the top. But I knew a lot of corporate lawyers that were just making like 500K to 1 million after like 15 years of doing it and working really hard too. So I quit because I already make more than that. And I don't have to drive in traffic. I don't have to go talk with people that I don't really like about college football, which I'm not interested in. I get to just stay at home and do what I want and infinitely scale my business because I'm pretty good at it and I like it. So maybe, come to think of it, maybe what I'm doing now is the best way to make a lot of money with a low IQ. Because I think what I did, yeah, maybe it's a low IQ move and I'm definitely making a lot of money.
He low-key flexed on him. That was a low-key flex. He got a low IQ, but that payday and that paycheck looking a little higher, ain't it? His payday rolled a backwood up and got higher. One thing, I didn't know lawyers made that much. I think it depends on the type of lawyer that you are. Like you said, pay really varies. But I didn't know lawyers were making millions per year. Sometimes it might cost you a $250,000 to fight an M1. Sometimes even higher. So I could see if they got 4 people that committed an M1, then that's $1 million right there. But what we learned from him is push purpose, chase passion. If you're more happy, and I say this on every video, money should not equate to your happiness, right? If you're more happy doing something else and you either making less or you making more, it's better to do that. Thankfully for him, he's making even more doing what he loved. But I'm sure he probably didn't even know he was going to be making just as much, if not more, doing what he loved. He just knew he didn't want to be a lawyer no more. He wanted to do what he loved to do. And I don't blame him for that. I don't blame him. Thanks to the internet, it's a whole lot of opportunities. Like he said, he can be right at the house. So it sounds like he into e-commerce. He running ads, got his own supplement brand. All he probably got to do is package up the supplements and ship it out. Or he may have a fulfillment center and he just ordering the inventory. Order it from the manufacturer. They probably a private labeler. Put his labeling on there for his company. Ship it to his fulfillment center and they ship all the orders out for a small cost. Usually like $2 to $3 per package. So that's a small fee. You make the customers pay for that. I'm just saying that to open y'all mind up to various different ideas than just working that 9 to 5. There are other ways to get ahead. It's other ways to be self-made.
Yes, you read that right. I won't be taking on any criminal cases, at least in the near future. So if you've ever called me about a case, referred me a case, or actually trusted me with your case, I really do appreciate it. So this is something that I have been thinking about for a long time, just taking the plunge. As you guys know, the criminal justice system is just a horrible place. It's a horrible place to be for a defendant. And I knew as a lawyer, I didn't want to retire as a criminal defense attorney because I always knew that there were other areas of the law that I wanted to explore and I didn't want to get pigeonholed. And when you have a lot of criminal cases, it can be very overwhelming and it can consume your time. So I would always take some personal injury cases here and there. And I finally decided let me explore this. Let me do this full time. So I don't know if you guys remember, but last year I started a partnership and it ended up dissolving. And so quite frankly, I had stopped posting because I felt like I had failed. It was something I started, I committed to it, and it just didn't work out. And so I was just embarrassed. And so I had to decide whether I was going to continue to try to pursue the personal injury side or if I was going to start back taking cases. And I knew I didn't want to start back taking cases because I knew what that was going to lead me to. And so I just decided, you know what, I'm going to finish what God has me to do. I'm going to do it afraid. I'm going to do it alone, and I'm going to do it brick by brick like I've done things before. And I'm going to bring you guys along on the ride. Now, I will say I'm going to continue to do my tips for personal injury as well as criminal. I'm going to do pro bono some cases, and I'm also going to continue to do my destination off probation where I help people get on probation soon. And so that's all I have. So if you know someone who's been in a car accident, just give my office a call.
Why did I quit a successful career practicing law to become a crisis management and life coach? Honestly, I didn't like it that much, and that's because people would come to me hoping I could solve problems for them through litigation, and litigation often takes a lot longer than people think, it's a lot less pleasant than people think it will be, and it's a lot more expensive than they think it will be, and also, it doesn't always improve their life in general. Being a crisis management and life coach, though, means that I can use my lawyer brain to protect my clients and often help them strategize their way out of various situations. And it also means that I can help them through the very human experience of going through a crisis and maybe having some kind of interpersonal conflict with somebody, or going through a life event that really kicks you where it hurts. Bottom line, my clients are a lot happier, and I am a lot happier, and I have never looked back.
A lot of folks might frown upon the coaching industry just because people without proper credentials got into the coaching field and kind of gave it a bad name, a bad look, a bad rap. But the right vetted person, like somebody that has the expertise, is someone that'll be a great coach that can show you the ropes. And pretty much you'll just have somebody of assistance, like 24 support, somebody on your side. Sometimes it's just that one little question that's holding you back that you don't have the answers to, or that one little hurdle. And a coach can help you get over that hurdle. So I'm rocking with it. I vouch for the coaching industry. I vouch in getting coaches. I believe in all of that. Investing into courses, ebooks, coaching, mentorship, all of that. It just got to be the right person. That's it. But for somebody that is quitting the field, like being a lawyer, you most definitely, if you've been in the field for a couple years, then you could show other people that are looking to get started how to get started. So that way they could have a quicker process. They could get from point A to B way quicker.
I quit my law firm job back in 2020, and it was the best decision, scariest decision, but best decision I could ever make. And I commented that on another creator's page, and someone asked me, so what am I doing now? I'm still a licensed attorney, but now I own a consulting firm, and I primarily focus on influencer marketing, specifically influencer marketing contracts, brand deals, entertainment, digital, non-digital, all the things like that. I am a contract nerd at heart, but I also am a creator, which I love that I'm able to still be a YouTuber and a content creator and an influencer on my social media platforms, Karen Monet, but I'm also now able to help my fellow creators when it comes to navigating the contracts and the legalities and all the things that come along on the back end. Not so fun stuff that y'all don't really get to see, but I'm there to help my creators walk them through it when it comes to negotiating, deciding rates, and so many things like that. Never hesitate to ask me any questions. If you have any questions, let me know.
My name is Shauna. I'm a 33-year-old practicing attorney who decided to leave the legal field and become a doctor. I practiced for about 5 years. I did criminal defense. I was in civil litigation, and I was in-house counsel for a corporation. After leaving my last role, I realized that I genuinely just didn't enjoy being an attorney. And instead of continuing to go through the motions for a paycheck, I decided that I was going to do something that I've always wanted to do, becoming a doctor. My undergraduate degree is in business. I do not have the science prerequisites for the MCAT. Now, not all schools require prerequisites. If you guys are interested, feel free to comment and I'll post a video on which schools require prerequisites, which don't. Where I'm currently located, schools do require these prerequisites. So I'm in that process. I already completed one semester and I got a 4.0, yay. I have 2 more semesters left and then I am done with my prerequisites. That's the process that I'm going to go through based on my current circumstances. So if you guys are interested or have any questions about how I came to this decision, what I did to get to the stage in my process that I am now, or anything like that, feel free to comment. And of course, like, follow, so that you can follow me on my journey.
Listen, do we got any lawyers in the comments? Do you enjoy being a lawyer? Because me, I just can't see how people will really enjoy it. I can see how you enjoy the pay. Or if you're passionate about the field that you're in. And when I say that, I'm meaning like, I probably said that wrong. But if you're passionate about the type of clients that you're representing, for instance, it could be you're representing people that were wrongly convicted. Right. That might be something that you're passionate about because you know that the justice system needs reform. Then I could see that you could probably be passionate about that. Right. But for somebody representing just a normal criminal, like a criminal defense lawyer like her, because at the end of the day, you got to represent them. So you got to try to get them to be proven innocent. So I just can't see how you could be passionate about that. Like these people be doing malicious crimes, the most wild, insane crimes, the most heinous acts. Listen, people be out here fooling. This world wicked is wild. So I can't see how somebody could real life represent these people. I got morals and integrity. I couldn't represent certain people, not even for the money, because I know that deep down inside, you are a bad, terrible, unremorseful person. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know, but if you a lawyer, let me know. Give me some insight on that, because I just can't relate to it. I don't understand, unless it's, like I said, something like, okay, someone being falsely convicted. Hey, listen, if you made it to the end of the video, let me know, man. What do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about lawyers quitting? And if you are a lawyer, I want to hear from you. But I appreciate y'all watching, man. It's YT, and I'm out of here. Peace.